All right. So it was a little bit of an internet sensation as much as a science story can be. But in 2021, a meteorite fell to Earth and landed in the UK. It was the first in 30 years, seen by thousands of people. Why is this newsworthy other than that? Well, it's been confirmed that the meteorite was carrying amino acids. For those of you who don't know, amino acids are organic compounds essential for life on Earth. Organic compounds have been found in asteroid remnants before, but this one is unique for two reasons. Reason number one, the materials were altered in a way that suggests the asteroid body it came from had liquid water. Super cool. It's actually something like it. I don't know how they figured this out, but like liquid water must have spurted out like it 3 times and they could figure that out somehow. It's pretty cool. So this could actually be a new class of asteroids that contain water-bearing materials and may have seeded life on Earth. And the number 2 is the organic material in the meteorite was 10 times lower than in other meteorites of its kind. So why is that significant? Well, this discovery required tracking and rapid response. Minutes matter when you're collecting meteorites because you don't want them to become contaminated. If this wasn't picked up so quickly, its low level of organic material would have been compromised and indistinguishable from earthly contamination. And we wouldn't understand the type and frequency of organic compounds on asteroids seeding planets. So it's really cool. Actually like very really cool. Super cool. Like, so what that basically means, because that's a lot of jargon probably, is that you have the meteorites that have a lot of organic compounds, right? And they're hitting the Earth and we collect them and who knows how long it takes to get them. And you're like, wow, there's a bunch in here. We see that there's earthly compounds. We can take those out. And there's so much of this interstellar stuff that holy cow. Now, if we're like, wow, that was one in every X amount of years, we can get an idea of through, different methods, how often this has happened now in the past and how things get formed within our solar system. But if you're getting hit with all of these little ones, and especially if it's in volume, but you're never picking up on them because you just deem them as earthly because they're contaminated to the point that you're like, I don't know what's what looking at this, you miss out on so much because it's almost like you have the big ones, but they're few and far between, but you have all the little ones and it's super high volume. So you really lose out on, God, who knows how many tons of organic compounds coming. So it's really cool. So this meteorite was collected within 12 hours of landing due to so many people having personal cameras, which is not surprising. Funny enough, they still can't get Bigfoot or ghosts, but they got this. So take it for what it's worth.
Give it time. Give it time.
And something called, which I didn't know what this was, if I'm going to be honest, the Fireball Tracking Network, which would be an amazing channel on TV, I think. But it's the Fireball Tracking Network. And what's the Fireball Tracking Network?
Looking at you, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Planetary scientists have set up networks of cameras to track the paths of incoming objects in hope of finding meteorites more quickly. This not only identifies when a new meteorite hits the Earth, but it tracks flight paths and allows scientists to trace the meteorite back to its asteroid, which greatly enhances our understanding of our solar system evolution, which I think is just one of the coolest things in the world. I'm so terrible at math, but I have such a healthy respect for it. The fact that you could snap photos of something coming to our planet and then trace it all the way back to such a degree that the meteorite, you can follow it to the asteroid it was a part of, millions, billions miles away. I don't even know. Like, it's just insane what we can do. So, and then from there, you put the solar system together over eons. It's just such a cool thing. So that's it. It's a cool science update that should be getting global attention, but it isn't considered sensational enough to drive ad dollars, I'm sure. So it's a story of why you exist. But did the meteorite score a goal, release a new album, flip a table during a dinner party, manufacture socio-political outrage? Probably not. So here we are on the pod, elevating it for your consideration. Wish they could at least report on it with the weather, but yeah.
Well, the meteor should have landed during the World Cup final between Argentina and France.
Yeah, see, universe just doesn't understand.
It doesn't. It really doesn't get our attention span
and the nuances of our culture
and ad dollars.
Yeah.
So shame on you, universe. Do better.
So not really too much to vet out there, but I just thought it was a really cool story, and
It is.
it's consequential. I mean, it's stuff like this that answers really foundational questions that we ask ourselves, and we often turn to less reputable sources to answer. So, how did we get here? Like, really?
Who
And
sent us?
asteroids have liquid water? I didn't know that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.